Fantasy football. How many points did Brock get yesterday? 18? Super fan Matt Benn is with us, the fantasy expert.
Hop on in, sir. Mr.
Brock,
Fantasy.
You told us you picked him up. Not
you said Brock would be a decent pickup. He was.
He was the top 10 pickup. So not a bad start for the 25-year-old. Now 25-year-old. Let's see how he does against the Patriots, though, coming up.
That'll be the real litmus.
So you're saying that 18 was better than -7?
Yes.
Okay.
And it looks like that's going to be the way for a while now. So I'm assuming if you're that person that grabbed Brock because you thought you were all awesome and you had the best, waiver wire, keep going with him. We'll see how long we can ride the rocket launcher.
Well, the other thing is I don't want to steal a line from John Fox. I will. He raised all boats because there are Bronco players whose value increased significantly based on what we saw yesterday.
Well, and I'm pretty sure Brock Osweiler and Cody Latimer are kind of on that backup team. They've developed a great chemistry, and you saw that with Latimer getting his first touchdown yesterday.
Right.
But, I mean, Demaryius Thomas is still there. Sanders was out, but Sanders will be back in, so hopefully he'll climb up that board. Hillman came off with 102 yards out of nowhere.
Right.
So we had quite a bit of movement up the chart there. The Broncos defense still #1 in the league, but definitely not as dominant as they were a few weeks ago, but I'm sure those penalties hurt.
Yeah, exactly. More penalties kept drives alive and gave the Bears 15 yards. So we talked about getting that cleaned up every week. Wade Phillips said he thought they had it cleaned up.
Right.
And they kind of come back again and get penalized again. So we'll see what happens.
Still ranked #1, folks.
Yeah.
Don't drop them just yet.
Yeah, get on the bandwagon, stay on it.
All right. On a national basis, Cam Newton yesterday. Wow.
Well, thank goodness I got the alert that Marshawn Lynch was sitting, and it sounds like he might have a sport hernia, but his backup, Thomas Rawls, is doing quite fine with 36 points.
Yeah,
there's a chance Carson Palmer could have been up there with Thomas Rawls, but he actually threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter last night in that Cardinals game, but he still made the top 5. Jameis Winston and Cam Newton both had 5 touchdowns each, which is pretty impressive, especially for Jameis the rookie. And then Russell Wilson's doing just what he always has been and getting points and yards here and there, and that rounds out the top 5.
Cam should get extra points for giving a football to those kids after
at least 5 per kid.
Every football given away, maybe 5 points.
The reaction was priceless on those kids. It was awesome.
And then looking ahead to next week.
Yeah.
What is your advice here, man?
I would take T.J. Yates of the Texans because he's going against the Saints. Sorry about that, Lionel.
They're the #1 defense when you go from the bottom up?
Well, actually, I think all the teams that have fired somebody actually have come back and played pretty well. So, Ryan being fired, you never know. But I would give my go to T.J. Yates. And then Javorius Allen, if any of you guys saw the Ravens game yesterday, Forsett's got the broken arm now.
Yeah.
So
he's the guy.
Yeah, input him. And then J.J. Nelson and the Cardinals had 20 points last night against the Bengals, and they've got San Francisco with the Blaine train coming up. So 3 good options for you.
All right, Matt. Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Good work again.
Nice work, brother.